Good morning, everyone. I'm trying to test this live on YouTube, and I think it's working. Um, Let me see how much of a lag there is. Awesome. It is a bit of a lag. That's so cool. All right, I'm back in action, and I got my kefir, and I took my multivitamin. I noticed though, I'm gonna have to change my thumbnail because right now it still says Twitch. But we moving on up, moving on up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like take the time today to like change. How am I gonna send like a link? Okay, I think I figured that out. Send the link. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to tweak with this. Um, but okay, let's get to it. Let's get to it. This is so crazy. Live on YouTube. Okay. So I know it's been a while since we talked. Um, Let me pull up both of my charts. Um, Recently, the DXY hasn't really been giving us any like confirmation, so we're probably not going to use that today. I don't know if you guys saw my Twitter, but I already reached my weekly goal for this week on Tuesday. Like, I reached my quota. My mentor tells us to get 15 handles in the week. I got 16 on Tuesday. So I didn't trade yesterday, which was probably for the best because, he mentions after like large ranges, there's going to be like some consolidation. So it was like really a lot of back and forth, but there were opportunities to catch five handles. Um, the move really didn't come until after lunch around 2 o'clock, which he said. And then my mentor did say that he's going live today, like I think at 8:15. So we don't have a lot of time together, but I really was just trying to test this out, see what it's going to be like going live on YouTube. I'm so excited for this journey and like this expansion moving forward. Um, Okay, so where have we gone? Where have we been, right? So last time we talked, I don't even remember, but I'm gonna just go from where I know. Okay, so we had this big rundown that we've been working in. Price came up 3 times trying to get above equilibrium, and it hasn't yet. I do see this fair value gap on the daily. Um, and it hasn't even really reached into that quite yet. So, I mean, I'm still bearish, but we are in a discount on the parent swing, but it's just like showing no willingness to want to continue to go up. Um, we are in a consolidation, so this green is the new day opening gap of, I think, like Thursday or Friday, but it's been like respecting it. This is the new week opening gap for this current week. And it's been a magnet. That's how you know we're not trending. We're just in a consolidation. Um, you know what? I'm going to try to send this out. It's just I just know I need to like change my what I've already set out. Hey guys, I'm live on YouTube. Tune in. Because I normally send that every morning when I used to go on Twitch. I just had like a copy and paste. I don't have that for YouTube, so I'm gonna have to create that today. Tune in, tweet sent. I'm just trying to like be like my mentor. He does that same thing. So whatevs. Okay. So yes, so we had one, two, three attempts, all relatively equal highs. So it is kind of smooth up there. So when I saw this move here yesterday, I really thought that it was going to take out these highs. But then when I woke up, I saw this. And so, we traded back into this new day opening gap into the SIBI up here and started to break down lower. We do have some news coming out today at 8:30. If my mentor is late, then I'll stay with you guys. But if he's on time, then I gotta go. Um, but yeah, I just see continual breakdown. So targeting these lows to the ultimate low down here. This is the daily bullish order block. I don't know if you guys remember that. We did talk about it though. I hate how crooked it is. So this bullish order block, here we go. Still looks crooked. Am I tripping? Nope, I knew I wasn't tripping. Wait. So it still looks crooked to me. Okay, so this is the daily bullish order block that we have been respecting. Look at the bodies. They're kind of just like, they haven't even passed through this fair value gap. I'm gonna, um, so, it still could be reacting bullishly, just being really, really, really lethargic. But I'm not seeing any willingness as of right now. And so for this morning session, if I were to be trading, which I'm not, I would be selling. Um, and like I said, the reason I'm not is because, there's no point. I reached my quota. Um, I would love, 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 love to trade, but I'm trying to be disciplined. Um, my mentor says like, have a goal, reach it, go out and live life, so, or that's after the day's trading, but he also said after your weekly goal, you don't want to continue to put yourself up for risk to lose it. So just trying to follow the rules, which hasn't been the easiest because I love what I do, but whatever. Okay, so let's see if we can catch to take out this low. How far is that? About 9 handles away. That's what I see for sell side. I really wish like this inefficiency was still up because that'll make it like smooth sailing to go lower. Um, you see all this beef that we ate up yesterday. Ooh, I was really hoping it wasn't going to get filled in until session because that's where I would have targeted. We do have to be mindful. Let me see. See, this has relatively equal highs too. Smooth edges like to be made jagged. So we should be mindful for the bulls in here. And if it starts to respect that, then we're probably going to reach higher. And it kind of looking like it's respecting it already. Good thing I put that box before it was too late. So if it does break higher, then our next target would be these relatively equal highs, which is like 6 handles away. And we have like this really little fair value gap in here and in here. I kind of like yesterday he was talking about mitigation blocks, and I've been trying to recognize that. So yesterday he noted this fair value gap right here. It was significant, and it really did show significance. Like you can even see like today it's respecting it. I think I'm about to bring that back. So this is the fair value gap that he had yesterday. Um, and he said he got it from this breaker here. And that was a breaker because anyone who like went long over here wanted to go long right here, but when it didn't break up here, it broke down instead. A mitigation block allows you to like unleash some of those buy orders. And so moving forward using that same logic, and I don't know if my logic is flawed, this is just like my understanding, but let's say I'm trying to think, is this a mitigation block coupled with this? And I don't know how, I don't know. It looks like it could be one. I'm still learning, so I'm just gonna note it right now. That's probably what we're reaching for. And it looks like it's respecting this. So that'll be cool if we get there. That'll be one notch on my belt. Beautiful, beautiful. So about 6 handles to this, I think, a mitigation block, but I don't know. I can't match the narrative behind it like he did. He was like, so if we're going long over here, people come back down to want to go long again, but it fails to go higher. And then somebody said, my team said, check my comments. How do I do this? Oh, hey, hey. Shout out, shout out to the wig, Dallas wig. I didn't even know about that. I should probably keep my comments up. That's cool. Somebody also said there's a lot of liquidity at the top. Yeah, I feel you. Like all these relatively equal highs. And we spent a lot of time in discount. So I just want to see if like if you guys notice like targeting this right here, thinking that is a breaker, respecting this fair value gap on the 15-minute pretty nicely. Yeah, so let's see. It's going pretty well so far. Let's drop down to the 5 minute. I know Dallas Wick would love these. He would be like, those are criminal. So let's just see. I love how this high got broken. Let me drop down a little bit more so we can read the tape. So we just broke this short-term high here. We have this fair value gap here. So we just want to see price continual to show willingness to go up, respecting like this the very least, and then reaching for these highs here. And that'll be another notch on my belt. um, yeah, so I'm still liking it. So as you can see, we came down into this volume imbalance, showed a nice willingness to take out the high we just made. And so now we're just trying to get through this area right here, which shouldn't hold too much of a problem, especially because we're coming off of this 15-minute fair value gap. So once we get into here, I'm going to be really happy because if I would have taken this entry, I probably would have had like 2 handle drawdown and saw about six handles for my goal to be reached. So that would have been perfect, but just trying to stick to the rules and not trade after we reach our quota, which is fine with me because it does give me a lot of less anxiety. So whatever. Okay, so like I said, we just have to continue to push through here. We do have a bearish SIBI in here and a bearish volume balance, but it's not holding any problem. I like it. So trying to reach for here, still reaching. You guys know that I like to add this like scion line for like every time it, like I get a notch on my belt, basically every time like I'm like, hey, I want to see it reach for there, and then it end up reaching there. I'm like, yep. Keep in mind, keep an eye out for this volume imbalance. Those little things can be so annoying. like to change them to orange. Let's see. Okay, so we were able to break through that. Hopefully we can find, oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I like that. I like that. I like that. Okay, so we're so close from our goal. Nice, nice. Just imagine. See, I used to have FOMO, like with times like this. Beautiful. Smashed, smashed, smashed. So now I want to see what it does once it gets up into here and up into here. If we can, like throughout the rest of the day, reach for, these highs and then ultimately these highs, but it has not been showing any willingness in the long term. I'm really glad that the bulls worked out for this like short-term move to catch our little seven handles, smooth, smooth, respecting that. So how did we get here? So when I first got on the charts around 8 o'clock, I saw this drop down into this previous my mentor's influential fair value gap. It respected it one time, send it higher, and it's respecting it the second time. So it kind of gave me indication that we were trying to go up. Um, and then, wait, why are my times off? Bro. See the times at the bottom? Okay, guys, so we just reached into this, my 15-minute draw on liquidity, which I love. Let me refresh this though, because I don't like how my time is off. Okay, there we go. Ooh, that was gonna bug me. Okay. So back to what I was saying. So at 8 o'clock when we got on, I saw it go back to here. Why is it still doing that? Oh, because maybe I wasn't on right here. I just saw that. Okay, so when I got on officially right here, I was thinking that maybe it could continue to go down. However, there wasn't a really big fair value gap in here, and it like already passed up and through it, like even through here, and made like relatively equal highs. So when I dropped down to like the 5 minute, I saw that and I was like, you know what? It could be going higher. And that's why like on the 15 minute, I started dropping this box. As soon as I dropped that box, it started reacting real nicely. I was like, okay, okay. And then we can see like this reaction off of it, like showed really nice reaction to this BISI. And then as you guys already know, I was looking for like, okay, where are we targeting? Like if we're not gonna go to this low, then like we would have to find some inefficiencies to target. And then I was able to find this one here, which it got to, yay. And then I set another one up in here. So that would be the next one. And then ultimately here, here, there. And then if we could break this high on the 1 hour, then I could see it like, and get through this gap, show some support to break higher. I could see like it going into the premium area. Because look at all this beef right here, right? And this purple box here is the daily fair value gap. So that could be like the ultimate draw on liquidity. So I'm team buys too, but I need to see it break this high, find some support on this gap, and continue higher. Because all right now could be manipulation. We have news coming out in 10 minutes. And then what if it just uses this like as an order block and sends price lower? It could easily do that, right? So let's just see how far we can go. I'm going to outline this other box here, even though it's basically already in there, but I want to see it get into here and what happens once we get there. If we're able to break through it, use it, and then break this high, that'll be cool. That'll be cool. Cool. Going, my teammate just said going for London highs. That would be here and here. Those relatives. We shall see. We got to break through all of this right now first. You know, we got to take a step at a time. Look at how it's reacting off of this one right here already. We just got to wait and see. Take it a step at a time. And then, here, let's drop back down to the tape. Oof, see. Um, this is the a low. I wouldn't want. That's not even a low. There aren't any really. Yeah, shifts in market structure would be all the way like down here, I guess. I don't see any like. Let me pull out my shortcut fractals. Yep, I knew it. No short-term lows, so it could just be like a mad retracement into all of this to continue up. It did just have a market structure shift higher, so you know you have to anticipate some retracement. Now, how much retracement you get is going to tell the story. Um, we have a volume imbalance here. We want to see a respect, and no much further than like this fair value gap for the buys, for team buys. If we don't respect any of those and we come back into here, I'm not liking it because this could have easily been the sell, somebody's sell. Oops, let's see. To target these lows. That would have been 15 handles. But let's see. I'm not convicted that that's the case right now. It could just be coming back down to this volume imbalance that I pointed out before, showing some respect to it. And then we would need to see price break this high to continue our trend on going up. So this is the high we just made. We would want to see it like respect this ideally, because if I was bullish, I would not want to see it like come all the way back down, but you have to give to it. As you guys know, I say every time it takes a high, it has every right to go down. So that could be the case today. So we just have to wait and see. Like I said, we have this volume imbalance. Last line of defense, I would say, is like in this area here. If we start to break this low, I would count that as like a market shift bearish. So I would not want to see that. So back to the tape. Yeah. Whew. That's a lot. Oh, good. Shout out to you, Woofy Wick. Good. Gotta close, man. Just might as well. Don't matter to hold. Don't hold. It's no point. Take your money and run. Okay, so yeah, so we just kind of like had a mad reaction lower. And then here, I want to see it continue to start showing some willingness up. If it doesn't like take this out here, then I'm like, yo, I'm not liking it for the buys, honestly. We have news coming out in 7 minutes. Um, let's see. We still have no confluence with the, ooh, yeah, guys, I'm not liking that for the buys. No siree, Bob. DXY is still not being nice to us, giving us like a barometer. But it is what it is. That's why we just got to read individual tape. Let me see what NAS is doing. Did NAS confirm this higher high on the 1 minute? Low key. But did it didn't break this high though. Let's see. See. What did Dow do? Dow did. We got some confluence there. Cool. NAS came all the way back down. Didn't make a low. Okay, so the lows didn't make a lower low. Didn't make a lower low. So good, we didn't make a lower low. So we could be going back up. Awesome sauce. And where did it come down to? Right into this fair value gap. Right along in here. So you like to see that for the bulls. And now that nice reaction higher, we want to get through all of this and push for this. And then that'll be another notch on my belt. Another notch upon my belt. Ooh, back on the 15-minute, you can see I didn't even notice this fair value gap the first time around, right in there. So I want to see a push through that with like a lot of willingness. Come on, come on. You can do it. Push, there we go. Awesome, awesome. So recap, after we made this high here and broke through this 15-minute fair value gap, we retraced back down into this 5-minute fair value gap, gave a nice reaction to send price higher. So we are liking it, loving it. Now we're just trying to take out this high that we just made. And then after that, our next TP will be into this fair value inefficiency up in here. On the 15-minute, yep, that's where it came from. Anything on the 1-minute that could stand in our way? I guess we have this high here, but it's right there at the 15 minutes, so I'm not gonna notate it. Okay, we just took the high. That's another notch. That's another notch. So I hope you guys are learning something. I don't know where my mentor is. Has he even like tweeted this morning? Because he said that yesterday he said that he'll be here at 8:15. It's 8:27. I hope everything's okay. Let me check. Yep, I don't see anything yet. It only says that I'm live. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What if Michael's tuning in? That'll be so cool. I should tag him next time. He'll comment and be like, yo, this is the real ICT. I'll be like, yeah. Shout out to you, man. Okay, so we just we basically made relatively equal highs. What's the high? This high comes in at 3894.2. This one is 3894.2. So I don't know if it's just adding liquidity. I don't know why you didn't just smash through that. I know you want to. Might as well. So come on. I don't want to see. Okay, so this is a new short-term low we just just created, right? I don't want to see that broken. Like, it's not even about this one anymore. It's now about this one. So the last line of defense would be in this area here. It didn't quite, I guess it did quite get in there. Yeah. So come on, push, push. Let me check the 3-minute. Yeah, this looks good. Ooh, he told us what that is called, like an immediate, I forgot what he called that. He just taught what that is. Like when you come back and fill the fair value gap that you just created, it's like an immediate something. Ooh, I haven't taken my notes. That's why I can't remember right now. If anybody remembers what it is, drop it. Drop the name of it. And no, Wolfie Wick, you should not have held. It's okay. You bagged your earnings. Goodness gracious. Be content with enough. That's what our mentor teaches us. Opening bell? Or no, news coming out. Ah! Jeez. Jeez, Wally. Let's see. What's it going to do? Are we going to take this low for sell side liquidity to continue up? Or was that just manipulation? Come on. We shall see. News just dropped, guys. That's where that big move came from. Immediate imbalance. Thank you, Wolfie Wig. His memory is better than mine. I definitely have to take notes, and I did not take notes yet. So, immediate imbalance. That's it. Then he said he re-entered. See, he be doing too much. Boy just can't take his earnings and walk away. Michael was just talking about that. And then he gets like reinforcement, positive reinforcement when things like this happens for him. But it's not always going to be like that. Not again. Did it just make the same relatively equal high? Come on now. Let me look at NAS. Actually, I'm going to pull up NAS at the bottom so I can keep my eyes on it. Let me see. Style, candle. Okay, 1 minute. Yeah, so NAS is not matching the equal high and it's not taking out the high. So I see some S&T divergence in here. So be careful, Wolfie Wig, just in case. Just in case. Just in case, just in case. Because this made a lower high where we made relatively equal highs. Could just be building liquidity. I just want to see some confluence. I would need to see this high get broken. Like, that's too smooth. I feel you. But this divergence here. Ooh, am I able to add Dow too? Let's see. US 30. Let's see. Ooh, I can have all three. My mentor do be doing that. Yes. Line, candle. Here we go. So let's see if Dow made a higher high at all. See, Dow also made a lower high, where NAS made a lower high, and SPX made relatively equal highs. So I'm not quite sure. I'm still trying to like learn SMT divergence, but I know that's different. I don't know what that means yet, but I know it's different. They're different. But if we look at the lows, when news came out, we took out this low on NAS. We didn't take out the low on SPX. See, I knew that divergence was saying something. Ooh. Dow. Okay. Yep. So all you bulls, be careful. Be safe. I'm about to collapse. Oh, delete. Delete. Yeah. I don't like the fact that we came up here 3 times and didn't break that high. You guys know I like breaking highs. So we just have to see. This could be manipulation. Still respecting this fair value gap or volume imbalance. So I just would need to see some highs broken, like before I start seeing lows broken. We haven't necessarily seen any lows being broken, so that's good. No shift there. Where is our mentor? He getting me worried. I'm gonna tweet him and be like, yo, you good? Dun, 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 dun. No, I'm not gonna say you good, just in case. He probably got some things going on. I'm just surprised he's so quiet. He hasn't even tweeted anything. He's not on the live stream. Uh-oh. Is that a low? Let me see on the 3-minute what we got. No. I'm not liking this reaction. You guys got to remember where we're at right now. Like, we are coming from this 15-minute, we still haven't been able to like to find support from it. You know what I mean? Like, and let's say, for just like argument's sake, let's say like if we were to fib this, you know, like we're in a discount, I mean a premium to sell. So I don't know. And then if we were to take it from the 1 hour high, we're at equilibrium. Yeah. Just be careful. Speaking directly to Woofy Wig. Just be careful. I see your comment. I think there's just a really big delay though. Let me see. Let me try to figure out the delay. So if I'm on the 1 minute, see, see that low that I said that it just broke from? It came down, came back up into this fair value gap, and just took out this low. Oh, look at GU. No, I'm not looking at GU. You should have came on this stream, on this live. Then you could have showed them GU. I thought you were saying you was trading SPX. Okay, let me see how much of a lag there is right now. So there's about a 20-second lag. I don't know how to make that less. Um, I'll try to figure it out. But look at this, guys. Look at how it broke down, came back up, retested this, and broke lower. So we broke 1, 2, 3 short-term lows already, coming from this 15-minute fair value gap. See, which could have been somebody's entry. I mentioned that, and they could have targeted this low here, which would have given them 16 handles. Yeah, that would have been a nice little play. But if I were selling, I probably wouldn't have got in it until like this one here, after it broke this low, came back up with a couple of volume imbalance. So that's nice. So it reached 2 of my highs. So that's good before it started breaking lower. And so now, so after it broke this low, we want to see now if it came into here, gave some reaction. We want to see if it can break down to this low now. Let me remove these. That's 2 notches on my belt though. I'm going to bring this down here, which is where, just stop it. The mentor said this is not going to help that. Okay, so we're just now getting back down to this 15-minute fair value gap that we reacted off of the first time. So we want to see if it's going to show the same support and continue back higher to take out these highs, or will it come through it? It already made it to consequential encroachment. So if it does come back to this fair value gap, if we're truly bullish, then we would want to see it stay in the upper quadrant like that. We don't want to see it break below this if we are truly bullish. And if we're not, tape will tell us. Tape will continue to respect the bearish PD arrays. Like we don't have a small fair value gap in here. We have a couple volume imbalances in here. So if we're able to continue lower and take out this low, that's a PD array for the bears. Where is my mentor? I can't be worried about him. Okay, I'm gonna tweet him. I'm like, hey Mike, just checking on you. Oh, and we did just break that low, guys. And now we're in the upper quadrant of that fair value gap. It's showing a lot of willingness to go lower. So Ooh, we just got to consequential encroachment. Oh, and guys, y'all see that line? Y'all see that line? Another notch on my belt. Another notch on my belt. Yes, sir. I don't think y'all can see that blue line. Do y'all see that blue line now? Yes. Yeah, so that's 3 notches on my belt for this morning. I'm just saying. Um, oh my gosh. So let's see. I said, hey ICT, just checking on you this morning. Smiley face. Hope you're doing well. Looking forward to hearing from you. Tweet. Okay. So now we're in this upper quadrant of the 15-minute fair value gap. So if we're bullish, we should respect this upper quadrant. We don't want to see it get to the lower quadrant. Oh, and it just did. So I don't know. Hope Wolfie Wick is not really buying right now. Just stop it. You got your earnings for today. We have DJ VIP 2011. Thank you. Should not break that wick. I don't know which wick. This one? I don't know. But so we just wicked into this lower half. We gotta see some like, but look at the bodies. The bodies are still respecting the consequential encroachment, but I'm gonna need some willingness to go. Good job, Wolfie Wick. Good job. I'm gonna need to see some willingness to go higher, or yeah, I'm gonna need to see that like right now. Cause if not, Cause now low key, like very low key, we have a shift in market structure on the 5-minute. Very low key. 15-minute too, but just very low key. It still can show some. I'm trying to make a case for you guys, but it wasn't it. When it did not respect the upper quadrant, it told me everything. Going for this low. Whew, that was intense. That was intense. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Took out that low. That's where I wanted to see it go this morning. But y'all know me, I'm notorious for being early. So obviously, I just had to wait until it took out some buy side into a 15-minute fair value gap to then go lower. But as you see, we did just come back to my mentor's influential fair value gap. So he be picking the best fair value gaps. I swear. Like it be lasting for days. Oh, and you guys gotta remember, this Scion line is like the new week opening gap. So that's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful reaction off of that. Goodness gracious. But we really did get, so we swept the buy side liquidity, took some sell side. It didn't quite take this low. It took my low. It took my low though. But yeah, let's see now. So we got that nice shoot up. Still didn't break this high up here for a shift bullishly. And now we're like coming back down from this 15-minute fair value gap. We traded back into it, acted as resistance. So it may be going to this low now. I have everybody in my comments though telling me bulls, but season speed coming in now. It's gonna be opening up. It's gonna boom now. Stop forcing it. This guy's hilarious. Okay, so I'm gonna move this line now. Well, let me copy it so I can remember where we came from. So I want to see now if it can take this low that it just made. And if we can take that low that it just made, then we're gonna go to here, to that low. Looking good, looking good. Back to the new week opening gap. Let's see if it can have any support, and it's not given. So we're about to get another notch on my belt. 4 of them. 4 notches. 5 notches. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So it took Took that low that I wanted to see you taken this morning, and that's like I be really early. Like, good thing like I didn't enter. If I would have entered with the buys, I would have caught it, closed it. I would have loved to catch this sell because I wanted to see that low get broken. But let's see, did it make? Uh-oh, is that my? No. Dang, I got a notification. I'm like really looking out. What was I saying? Oh, did we break that low or did we just make relatively equal lows? So what's this low come at? 3875. Oh, okay. 3875. Yep. So we broke that one. Another notch on my belt. That's only 5 though, guys. Yay. This has been exciting. Yes, I do live stream every day. This is my first time on YouTube. I'm so excited. I used to do Twitch every day, but I'm going to be doing live streams on YouTube every day at 8 a.m. I'm still a student of myself of ICT, so sometimes I do have to like leave early if he live streams. But if he doesn't, then I'm here with you till like 10 o'clock, 10:30. Um, yeah, every day, man. Um, so we just made that low. Now we want to see, so this is a short-term high. If you guys want to see bulls, you would have to see this shift in market structure before like you can even consider buying again. Because if it's respecting this right here, like look how close we came up to this fair value gap from the 15 minute. Um, if it takes out this low, then I would want to see this whole purple box, at least a consequential encroachment get filled. And then you guys remember from the analysis this morning, could be reaching for those lows because it failed to go higher here. And I don't see any like inefficiencies over here. So if it's not targeting, it's only 2 places it can go, an inefficiency or a liquidity pool. And so because I don't see any inefficiencies, um, Wolfie Wick did say could get the new week opening gap. So I need to see some support then. I need to see a shift in market structure bullish, some way, some fashion. If it's going to respect this new week opening gap, I need to see a short-term high being broken. And we just created one here. So it has every opportunity to break that high. Do it if it's going to go up. The bodies are respecting the new week opening gap. So we shall see, man. We shall see. Let me delete this line. You do not want to see that if you're bullish, because then it could be targeting this low, which look like relatively equal lows. You want to see this high getting broken. As for a shift in market structure. What's this low? This low comes in at 38796. This one comes in 38795. That's relatively equal. This one comes in at 38767. So we got 7, 6, and 5. New week opening gap. The bodies are respecting it. This maroon looking box is my mentor's box that he said would be influential for yesterday. And you know, we're not retail, so we cut through candles and we extend it out in time. So may still be a factor for this morning. But if it don't break this short-term high, I'm like, really? Especially if it takes these lows, then I'm like, really? Just for completeness sake, so I'm just gonna drop a fair value. He texted us, guys. Michael said, I will be sidelined this AM session. I will likely live stream the PM session instead. Be safe. Wow. Well, I'm glad you're okay because I was getting worried. I'm going to say that's fine. Glad to hear you're okay. Ooh, okay, guys, for the bulls, here goes your arguments coming in. If it can break that high, leave a fair value gap behind. That'll be noise. Perfect. There you guys go. And it respected this upper quadrant of the fair value gap. So we may be bullish. I want to see if it is bullish. The furthest it can come down is here, and then target that high. If we break this low at any time, any time, then no, Rose. I don't know. Fair value gap. Michael should tune into my live session then. So this is the last line of defense. Perfect. That's what you would like to see. If it's bullish, targeting this high next, having to get through this blue fair value gap. Come on. It would have to break that high. So let's see what we've done so far. So you guys know before opening a bell, I like to look at where we are, where we came from, because everything during pre-market session could be manipulation, getting you started for opening bell. I really wish I had that like real time, real trading hours like my mentor. I'm sure I could figure it out some way, but yeah. So first, let me drop this consequential encroachment just in case. Um, do, 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 do. Okay, so as of right now, from yesterday, we traded up into this big old beef, came to the new day opening gap of Friday. We broke down, took out this low, came back up, didn't take out the high, came back down, broke this low, came back up. So we haven't broken this low yet. Made relatively equal lows. So it's been like just moving sideways right now, honestly, from 5 o'clock this morning to now. Let's bring up our sister brother pairs, see what they on. See if we can see any divergence. So it looks like NAS and Dow broke their 15-minute low. We didn't break our 15-minute low. That's another divergence, guys. I'm not quite sure what it means, but you see right here, this low, NAS broke it here. So that's like a divergence. Dow broke its low, so that's a divergence. But SPX did not. So I'm not sure quite what that means, but I know it's different. I know it's different. Let me check the DXY. Can we get any type of indication, please, DXY? Tell me what we're doing, DXY. DXY ain't doing nothing. Dang. Ain't giving us no help. I don't know. I don't like the fact that these two broke their low, you know, and SPX didn't. So I know that's a divergence. We about to see what that means. Notice how price came back up into this inversion fair value gap. Inversion, yeah. Fair is, and it's acting like maybe like an inversion where now it gets in price lower. We would just have to get through the new week opening gap. I'm liking the reaction. I'm still trying to figure out breakers. Like, and mitigation blocks. So like it goes like low, high, lower, low, something like that. Because look at that. Look at that perfect, like, I don't know. I know this could be something. I just don't know the name of it. It could be a breaker, a bearish breaker. High, low, higher, high. I don't know. I think it's something though. But this fair value gap came back into it. If we take out this low, then it's probably reaching towards this consequential encroachment. If I can get the line straight. There we go. Let's check out the tape. Last line of defense for the buyers would be this fair value gap. Needs to show some willingness to go up. Price action trash. Well, that's why I don't enter. Don't be entering. So last, like I said, if it wants to be bullish, it would have to respect this and target this high and then this one. But if it doesn't and just reacting off of this 15-minute inversion fair value gap, then we're probably targeting these relatively equal lows into the consequential encroachment of my mentor's influential fair value gap from yesterday. We shall see. Ouch. But we how many notches I got on my belt? 5 notches already. So even in this type of price action, you just have to be nimble because it is like probably it's been going just sideways at least since I got on. Like, what time did we get on? At 8 o'clock. So from 8 o'clock, it took buy side, barely took sell side, but since this morning at like 5 a.m., we've kind of just been in this big old square. So, but we were able to catch like what, 5 handles, more than 5 handles up. So we walked it up and then we walked it down. So could have found a little some. Just got to be nimble. Take your 5 handles and be done. Now we're trying to decipher if it's going to continue to go up or is it going to continue to go down. Nice, nice. Made a short-term low without taking the low. For the bulls, like I keep saying, you would want to see this high getting taken. For the bears, you probably would have wanted this low to be taken already. So, ooh, just pulled back up into this, rejecting off of these. If it takes out this low, for the bulls. If it respects it, cool. Stop forcing it, Woofy. Kiefer all gone. I gotta change the clock on my computer. Why is it not automatic? I'm not used to changing clocks. Like, that's so 1990s. No, okay. Yeah, man. If you bullish, you do not want to see that low being broken. I'm telling you. So right now it's 9 o'clock. We have opening bell in 30 minutes. And then you guys know the first 30 minutes after opening bell could get a lot of chop chop. We can see price getting a little bit lethargic now, not moving too much. Like, look at this. This hasn't really gone anywhere. Let me see what brother sister. Okay. Hey, for the Bulls, I'm telling you, y'all didn't want to see that get broken, especially after they break this high right here. That's not cute. But it's pulling back up to this new week opening gap, but could be going for this low here. That line's been cricket all day today. Moving sideways. Okay, it kind of wicked into that new week opening gap for the third time. Let's see. It's been making. Let me pull up the brother sister pair so I can see something. How come we can't like default to candles? Like, goodness, it's too much at this point. Okay, so here goes that low, lower high. It's all kind of sideways, even with NAS. This one too. So they're kind of all doing the same thing right now. Consolidated like a B. Okay. Yep. So now we know that divergence because they made a lower low, and now here goes SPX making a lower low. I knew that mattered. I just be like trying to figure out what is it telling me. I know that you can't just use SMT divergence on itself. You have to use it as like a confirmation. So like if you wanted to see lower prices, that could have been a confirmation. Like, yeah, you're gonna see lower prices. And we did. Another notch on my belt. What's that? Six? Six? Where are we pulling up? To that consequential encroachment. So now we're in the upper quadrant of my mentor's influential fair value gap. So we want to see if it's going to be bull. Oh, I couldn't even get the argument out before it. Okay, so that's another notch on my belt. That could be 7 now because this was 6. Now this is 7. And now, since we broke through consequential encroachment, like I said earlier, we want to see is it going to show a reaction to want to go higher? And if not, then we're going to target the bottom, the low end of the fair value gap. And if we can get through that, then we would have to get through this, and then we would have to get through that. So it is a lot trying to get to this low, yesterday's low, ultimately to Monday's low. That is a lot that we're going to have to get through, but taking it a step at a time. And remember where we're coming from, guys. Oh, what if this was the mitigation block? Remember, because this morning I was like, I'm trying to use the same logic he used yesterday, and it reacted pretty nicely off of it. That could have been the mitigation block, guys. That's cool. That's cool. That's why it reacted here and not here. That's the same thing he did yesterday with this one and not this one. Cool, cool. And we just displaced lower, taking out our 15-minute low. So now we are symmetrical with our brother-sister pair. You know what? I think I am going to stop deleting it and just collapsing it. I think that's what's going on, why I have to keep doing this. So let's see. Did they take out? So now we're kind of the same, kind of. NAS made relatively equal lows. Dow, same relatively equal where we broke. So they're kind of doing the same thing. Left this fair value gap behind. Left this fair value gap behind after breaking those lows. So price could want to see itself back in there. Back in there. Where's ours? We don't. Do we not have one? Oh, we have one up here. I don't know if ours gonna reach back up there. Could though, because technically, but I would have wanted to see that candle reach back up in there before taking this low. But Nas and Dow, I could see it reaching back up into its before it taking its low, but I'm not a Nas and Dow connoisseur. I'm an SPX connoisseur. At least I try to be. At least that's what I'm studying for. So instead of exiting this, I'm just gonna collapse them. Collapse. Collapse. So then when I'm ready for them back, they'll just be candles. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that. Wolfie, you supposed to be getting off the charts. Have you been asleep? Go to sleep. Go to sleep. So guys, we made it to the consequential encroachment of this fair value gap. It's pulling up. So let's see. Now I'm going to delete this. Y'all, I got 7 notches on my belt. What's good? Pulling back up. Any short-term highs being broken? Not quite yet. Oh, I guess we got this one right here. Off the consequential encroachment of my mentor's influential fair value gap. So let's see now. Can the bulls get some action? At least till here. Maybe y'all can see something. Maybe. Get some action up into here at least. But if it can't even get to through this fair value gap, find some support, then no. But if it can, this would be the place to do it. Consequential encroachment, still in the upper, look at the bodies. So that's still in the upper quadrant. So that's really good to see. It broke this high, breaking this high now. We're back into this fair value gap. So we need to see it push through this. If it can't get through this fair value gap, how can we expect it to get through those highs? Don't do it, Wolfie. Don't. Didn't you make enough? Be content with enough. Even if it goes up and bees and bullish, you don't need to be a part of it. It's about learning, being disciplined, reading the tape. We don't need to be a part of every single fluctuation, every single move. We just want to read tape. No, bro. It hasn't broken through this fair value gap yet. Like, that's a 15-minute fair value gap. That's an inversion fair value gap. That's your fair value gap, Wolfie. Like, come on now. It has to break through this, find some support to even think about going higher. Just came back to the new week opening gap. Hasn't made any highs yet. I mean, taken out any short-term high on the 3-minute. We have a few short-term highs being broken on the 1-minute. This one here, not quite that one, not quite that one. Let me bring up the sister brother pair. Restore. So NAS, okay. NAS and Dow broke its 1-minute highs. That's good. Did the SPX did not. What's up with all the divergence? Look at this. See these relatively equal highs? SPX just came, cleared that out. Dow, relatively equal highs, came, cleared that out. We don't have relatively equal highs. So that's another divergence. We shall see what that means because I don't have like a true long, hard, like fact that it's always going to be like something like that. But I'm just like trying to get used to just identifying divergences. And then maybe later, after repetition, time, and experience, I'll be able to be like, okay, this is what that divergence means. As of right now, I just can identify them. I'm not quite sure what it tells me quite yet. So So we are in this volume imbalance. The bulls are trying to find some support within here. If it takes out, let me see the last line of defense for the bulls. I don't know, man, because I guess here would be the last line of defense. This new week opening gap. For the bears, y'all happy because no highs have been broken. And you're looking for this low to be broken. If you're able to break this, though, we got to get back through this new week opening gap. Because that is strong, especially when we are in a consolidation like we are in. The new week opening gap acts as a magnet. Um, so looking pretty good. The bodies are respecting it very, very, very nicely. Especially my mentors, influential. So maybe we got opening bell coming in 15 minutes. Maybe we'll get some volatility, some gyration, some action. As of right now, not really doing much. Debating if I should open up the blinds, but the sun's not coming in. I think it might rain. I think I might still open up the blinds. I'll be back. Let me know if this low gets broken or this high gets broken. Because that's gonna tell me everything I need to know. It's gloomy outside. Snaps. Oh, okay. So this low got broken. Let's see. I was expecting it to continue to go lower than if it broke that low. But it did just tap back into this new week opening gap. It would have to, for the Bears, it would have to get through this new week opening gap. Because this is like, oh, nice, nice, nice. Boom, boom. I knew it. If it broke that low, that told me everything I would need to know. Like, we just feel almost completely, we did completely another notch on my belt. That's 8. That's 8. We just took this low. I said if we break this, we would have to next get through this. So this is the next area of concern. Um, next area of concern we would have to get through this, which it's showing willingness, so I love to see it. You guys remember from earlier analysis, we want to see possibly here in our external range liquidity. I'm just curious though. Let me see something. If I go like this, or if I go like this, or if I go like this, or if I go like this. Okay. So we're either way, we're below equilibrium with this swing here. I just don't know if I should have fibbed that because it didn't break this high, but I was trying to see something. So I got about like 9 notches on my belt at this point. Where did we get to? We got to this order block. So we've completely filled this, so that's good. It could be just reacting off of like this order block here. Y'all know I like to go like that because who knows what the fucking order block is nowadays. Michael swears nobody knows what an order block is. So we're just gonna call it that, but I could be called something else. Who knows? But we would want to see, so mean threshold right here. And then if we can get through mean threshold, then we'll target this low here. I'm gonna drop a line just for completeness sake. Now I don't know if we're gonna get there. Like for me, I'm content with the morning session, like the pre-morning session. Like I saw everything I needed to see. I saw like what I wanted the lows to be broken. I got 8 notches on the belt, so yeah, that's beautiful. So for me, I'm kind of content with the morning session. If it does continue to go lower, this will be my next draw. And then ultimately like in here and then down here. But you got to remember, this is a bullish order block on the daily. So, and we've like came pierced through it a couple of times and rejected off of it. So ideally, first, I would want to see us like close underneath this purple faded box and like use it as resistance, classical resistance to continue down. But I don't know if we'll get to that. So yeah, I saw all that I wanted to see today. A little bit more actually, because I just wanted to see this get filled. My mentor's purple box or maroon box. So the fact that we came all the way down here, that's cool. So okay, but I think I'm gonna stay still. I'm not gonna leave. My mentor is not coming out yet. I think I want to stick around for opening bell just to see what it's gonna do. I like to see that like volatility in the markets. Gets my gears going. But yeah, I probably won't stay no later than 10. I gotta write out my schedule for the day. And then, I gotta have my coffee, eat my yogurt. I had such a productive day yesterday. It was great. What's today? Thursday? Let me see something. Hopefully I can finally finish these notes. Watch my core videos. Read my book. I went grocery shopping yesterday, so I don't have to do that. And I was able to successfully go live on YouTube. Yay! Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, so I guess we can pull up the brother sister pair, see if they made that dramatic lower too. Yep, and they did. They took out their lows. So I guess what we can think about it moving forward is like when Nas and them, you know, made that though took out those relatively equal highs and SPX didn't, that was divergence to lower prices. So learning as we go. Looks like we're about to take out this low, the low we just made, so that's good. Possibly, remember, this is my next draw on liquidity. If we can get through the mean threshold of this candle, that'll be my next draw. So I'm gonna delete. I'm gonna do some spring cleaning here. Oh, we miss that, guys? Look at how after price made that dramatic low, it came right back up, respected to the wick of my mentor's influential fair value gap. And look at the bodies staying below this consequential encroachment in the lower quadrant. That's beautiful. Beautiful. That could have been somebody else's entry right there. I know that would have gave 5 handles. Rejecting off the new week opening gap too. Oof, beautiful. It's taking this low here. Man, if we can get to this low, I'm going to be ecstatic. That's going to be 10. That's going to be 10 notches on my belt. And I wasn't even expecting it to get that low today, or pre-market at least. Like, geez, Wally. So we just took out this low here on the 1 minute. Let's see if the brother sisters did the same. Nas made relatively equals, but could just give it time. Dow took out its low. So no divergence here, except with Nas. Nas, I guess, did make a little bit of a divergence. Nope, never mind. It took it. Wait, let me see. No, that's relatively equal. That is relatively equal. Is that divergence? SPX and Dow. What low did this come in at? 3864. 3864.7. 3864.5. So yeah, we made a technical lower low on SPX. I just want to shout out to everyone that tuned in today. Thank you so much for your engagement. Thank you for your support. I hope you guys, found some insight, are learning, found this entertaining. I'm enjoying it. I love reading the tape. I have no FOMO, even though I've seen so many different entries and it's been going to all my targets, but I'm just really trying to stick to the rules. My mentor says gets 5 handles, 5 handles a day, 15 handles a week. I already reached that quota on Tuesday. So I'm just watching tape, and he watches tape all the time without entering on a lot of things. So it's okay. I'm just really loving the fact that I can at least find the draws on liquidity, because I tell myself as long as you can do that effectively, consistently, and efficiently, then you'll be able to find entries. There's thousands of entry strategies you can choose from. He has an arsenal of ones that he teaches. Um, but there's only two draws on liquidity, on price or whatever, and that's liquidity and inefficiencies. And if you can accurately find those, because you also got to know which side of the fence to be on, which can be difficult too. But then you can find entries. Just imagine how many entries we saw, different types of entries too. Up here, we used a mitigation block. Right here, we used a volume imbalance turn reversal. I'm gonna call it a inversion volume imbalance. And then down here, we could have used an inversion fair value gap. Here, an inversion volume imbalance. Here, new week opening gap. Here, and that could have been a SIBI 2022 model. So there's so many. Yeah, I would classify that as a 2022 model with a coupled new week opening gap. That would have been nice. So many different types of entries. Even right now, well, we did make a lower low, so I guess that counts. Even right now, we could have entered possibly for the 2022 model setup to take out this low. But we would really want to see some displacement. This kind of looks relatively equal. But I guess we did get displacement here, and we did break it a little bit. But I would be very nimble on this one because it could just be chasing price at this point. And we have opening bell coming in 5 minutes. So I'm going to put for completeness sakes, like I don't even know. Michael, he would definitely be like, this is not a fair value. I mean, a order block. But just in case if it is, I'm going to measure the consequential encroachment or mean threshold, sorry. So that's the consequential encroachment. That's the mean threshold of this order block. We would have to see it get through that if we ever want to see it take out this low. I'm content with the fact that it traded through here in this consequential encroachment. So I'm more than happy and content for the day. And look at this. It's like, if this is an order block, then this is like basically really close to the opening. So that'll be cool. And we all know this is the daily order block. So it could be time. I feel like we had a lot of sells during the pre-market session. I'm still not a fan, like everybody in my comments. I'm not a fan of these equal highs here. I feel you. It's like super nasty, but it could just not be time for that to get broken. Like, what if it's waiting for like next week FOMC or something to trade all up and through that, you know? It could just not be time. That's why we got to take like every day as it is and read the tape. And like once it respected this breaker here, it broke back. I just made that up. But yeah, it could be like time now at like 9:30 coming. We just took out all this sell side from London, and yesterday we just took out all this sell side liquidity, pulling into the what could be an order blocks opening. I mean, I'll even draw that out. Like, could be reacting off of this bullish order block to send price higher. So like now is probably the time. If it wanted to go higher, it can have every right to do that. And it probably was just waiting for 9:30. So when you're an intraday trader like that, you just have to be nimble and like just read the tape. Really, what is price telling you? Is it respecting more PD arrays bullish or PD arrays bearish? And so as of right now, we just left this SIBI behind on the 5 minutes, still making a candle on the 15-minute. We don't have a lot of imbalance inefficiency on the 3-minute. On the 1 minute, we do have that SIBI. Have I been saying BISI this whole time? I meant SIBI. SIBIs. The SIBI that I mentioned earlier, that could have been like the 2022 model to go lower, even though it could be chasing price at this point, but you still could get your like 5 handles. Yeah. Well, on all honesty, we probably, with the 2022 model, you can allow it to go there, but you kind of want to just enter around consequential encroachment or the low end. So you could have saw like 2.7, 2.5 drawdown to get like maybe almost 5 handles. If you're like Wolfie Wick, you want to see the consequential encroachment. Yeah. So it's still breaking lower, it's still respecting. So this would be a bearish PD array. 9:30 opening bell. 9:30, 9:30, 9:30. Okay. This volume imbalance right here, is it showing some work? Ooh. 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 Let me lock that. Cute, cute for the bulls. You would need to see this high though being broken, so don't get too excited. Not yet, not yet. Not yet. I'm surprised that's all the gyration that it's gonna give us. Normally, opening bell goes like, oh, there we go. There we go. Are you gonna reject off of this? Oh, we just touched this 15-minute and then rejected off of that, targeting these lows. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Yep, come on. What's these? There we go. Come on. There we go. Keep on going. There we go. Is that another notch? Is that another notch on Trader Girl's belt? I think it is. I think that's 10, guys. That's beautiful. Let's check. Yep, NAS matched our energy. Dow matched our energy. I love it. I love it, and love it. Yes. Yo, another notch. What's that? The consequential, the mean threshold of this order block that it just passed through? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So if we get through that, where can we go? To here. Oh, I don't want to see that. I want to see it close though, honestly. Don't want to see that wick. Because bodies tell the stories. So if it closes above the mean threshold, then you gotta wait. But if we can get a body close below, then we're right on track for this. And like I said, I was content way back here. So anything else like down here is just like a cherry on top. Like this is for the new viewers. This is for excitement because like we just on the charts right now. Like we just watching tape, so we're just gonna keep tracking it, you know. But I was content way back here. I was geeked when it got to consequential encroachment, like from way up here. Yeah. That's what I was happy to see. So the fact that we came all the way down here, that was beautiful. That's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Honestly, guys, I wouldn't have held to all there. I would have got my 5 handles and been done. But um, would I have gotten back in? I doubt it. Knowing me, I wouldn't have gotten back in after my 5 handles, even though we saw this move, these moves. I don't know. One of these days, though, when I'm confident enough to increase my lot sizes, I will like close majority of my position off at like 5 handles and then like take partials along the way. How my mentor be doing. Um, look at the 5 minute at 2:15 yesterday. 5 minute. This 2:15. 2:15. Yep. That's basically where our mean threshold is of the order block. So it pierced through that a little bit. What was this faded out? This faded out purple box is a fair value gap from the daily that it's been kind of like respecting. Like look at the bodies. And this wick just touched the bottom of it. So, and you got to remember this is the daily order block, the opening. And so with order blocks, the open, high, no. For a bullish order block, the open and high are important. For bearish, the close and low are sensitive, I should say, not important. It's all important. But it's sensitive. So the fact that we came back down here, like look at the bodies respecting the high on that. I will wait for you. Traveling around the world. Have we had a shift in market structure yet? Is this one made some equal highs? We're about to get maybe, what's this high? This high comes in at 3872.7. This high comes in at 3872.7. Again, we just made relatively equal highs. Like, come on. If you're going to break it, break it. If not, Ooh, we got some divergence on the 1 minute. Ah, shit. What that mean? Look at this. This high that we made relatively equal highs with, as NAS and Dow made lower highs. I don't know what that means, but I know it's different. And they're about to take out their low right here. I don't know what it means, but I see it's different. So we shall see. Last line of defense would be right here for the bulls. Oh, I try to give it to you. Targeting here. Dang. They really talk about algorithm. The fact that it didn't have a market structure shift and then gave this reaction lower. And then talk about SMT divergence. Jeez, Wally. So we just made another divergence though for the lows. Notice how SPX, why are these lines so big? Can I drag this down a little bit? Jeez, you're taking up half the screen. So notice how SPX made relatively equal highs. NAS and Dow made lower highs. But on the low end, NAS and SPX made lower lows, but NAS and Dow made lower lows and lower highs. But SPX made relatively equal highs and lower highs. So that's a divergence. Oh, there goes your market structure shift, Whoopi. You got it. There it is. That's your market structure shift bullish. SPX and NAS and Dow did the same thing. So these lows, see how it failed to make a lower low? It wasn't willing to go lower, even though NAS and Dow did. That's a divergence. I just wish we had freaking fracking DXY to give us some insight, bro. Because the DXY would tell us everything we needed to know. But we can't trust the DXY right now. Uh-oh. Collapse. Collapse. So we're back into the my mentor's influential fair value gap. We broke above the consequential encroachment. We filled in a lot of this SIBI here. So if price shows any type of like willingness to continue lower, look at these wicks though. Smash, 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 smash. Look at the bodies. Respect. Remember, this is that 15-minute order block, and this is that mean threshold. So we showed a really nice reaction off of it. If it takes out this high, cool, but it's first gonna have to get through this new week opening gap. 1 hour looks really nice. But you gotta remember, first 30 minutes after opening bell, you gotta wait for the macro to kick in. Beautiful, beautiful though. That was a nice pullback up. Touch the new week opening gap. Let's see if it's going to send it lower, or is it going to go to take out this high? I'm glad to see the bulls are getting their turn. Like I said before, like that pre-market opening session, I told you we took out all that sell side liquidity. Remember I was telling you guys? So maybe it will give it some time for the bulls to like have some fun in this, get a little something something on their plate. But if you're trading against the institutional order flow, you just have to be real nimble and just like take what you can when you can. So we just took that high. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Remember where we came from? This 15-minute order block from the mean threshold. So we were able to walk it down, identify price with this mean threshold, and now we want to see, is that enough? Is that enough to send it up here? And then remember, we have this inefficiency too to look out for. And we're back at this inversion fair value gap. So it gave some push. I like it because that makes it make sense, you know? So that could have been somebody's play right there. That's 18 handles and all you need is 5. So you can cut it right now, or you can be aggressive and try to hold for longer, but I would take majority off if it was me, because this inversion fair value gap, we've been there too many times. I need to see it. What do I keep saying? I need to see it break through it and find some support. And right now, it's just showing another wick. So new week opening gap for the buyers. You would want to see that support price. Last line of defense would be down here. And I know y'all don't want to see it get way down there, but could possibly get way down there. Preferably not, though, off the new week opening gap. Send it higher. If it's going to continue to go higher with this 9:30 opening bell volatility. And you know what I did just learn yesterday in my studies? He was like, before 9:30 opening bell, you want to see where market closed yesterday and then where we are in price now and see a draw into it. So it could be coming up here. It's really hard for me because I don't have electronic trading hours. I mean, regular trading out. Wait, yeah, regular trading hours. Because I can make it so much clearer because then you get to see like a real gap. I think I might, though, start like dropping a line, like a line where price closed. And then when you get close to 9:30, you want to see where price is at because it tends to draw back into that. I mean, I guess we can do that right now. Let's see. What time did market close yesterday? Market closed at 6, 17, 18. Okay, here we go. Right there. Okay, so let's drop a line and we're going to make it big and bold. So the information that I'm referring to right now is from February 14th, ICT live session. Drop a line. So we went from 1659 to 18. So this is the last candle. And then he says make it big and bold so you don't miss it. I'm going to make it yellow. Can't miss that. Okay, so all of this that we see is electronic trading hours. Okay, just lost my place. Okay, so market closed there. So we will want to see price draw back up into here is what he said, yes, on that. So that'll be interesting to see. If I'm doing it right, like I said, I'm trying to like bootleg a regular trading hours. I wish I had that type of thing, but I think this is what he meant. Like, because you go from yesterday's trading hours till 9:30 opening bell, and you should see a draw back to it. So I'm interested to see if that plays out today. If it doesn't, I'm not going to say he's wrong by any means, because he says not always, not immediately. Just something to keep an eye on. So I would never say like, oh, he's wrong. No, you won't ever catch me saying that. If it doesn't, it's because of this inversion fair value gap and this one here. So what are we running into now? This inversion fair value gap we keep seeing. And then if you guys can remember this volume imbalance back here, inversion volume imbalance. So for the bulls, I know you hate this right now. I know you hate that right now. Last line of defense would be like here. Oh, we got this consequential encroachment. The last line of defense is right here. And if not, that's because we may still be going lower. I guess you do have a volume imbalance. Last line of defense, for real, for real. But I told y'all I wanted to see it break through this blue box, and it has not done that yet. So I don't like it. But you could have caught a nice little play. That's why you got to just close. Like, because you 20 almost 20 handles. Like, that's a lot, prospectively. More than my 5 handles. Um, so yeah. And that would have been a logical place to get out. That's why holding could not always be the best. And now we're going back to track. So we're back on track. Possibly we got to break through these bodies though if we're going to target this low. It just came down through my mentor's fair value gap from yesterday. I'm going to have to do some real spring cleaning because I got too much on my chart right now. All these are good up here though. I'm going to keep that. What's this blue line? Oh, that's new week opening gap. Previous new week opening gap. So yeah, everything's good up there. I just have a lot going on down here. But it's okay because it's all from this morning session. Come tomorrow, I'll probably clean it up. But as of right now, it's all important. All of it. All these lines. I swear, like for real. They're all important. But yep, so looking like that inversion fair value gap pushed it down again. That could have been somebody's other entry. We just got back to this purple line, which is a previous daily low. What day is that? I could possibly delete this line though. I can probably do that. That's another previous daily low from up here. It's respecting this daily low right here. It's been showing a lot of respect. I'm gonna keep this daily low because I did see some respect right here overnight. Came back up. Yeah. Y'all know I hate to delete my lines because I just feel like they're always important. They can always come back. So I just be fading them, making them faded so they're not as prevalent in my face. So hopefully you guys can like understand my chart, see my chart, and hopefully I annotate and, articulate enough what each one is so you guys can like, if you don't know what it is off the gate, you can like get a better sense. Okay, so let's drop back down to the tape. Let's get some tape reading. The macro should be coming in soon. So, oh, look at that volume imbalance. I knew it. That's the last line of defense. So now for the bulls, the argument you would want to see is like not to respect this SIBI and to continue to break out this high. If we see any respect in here, that's a PD array for the bears, man. And we broke this low. So if you see any respect in there and then it comes to break this low, short-term low that it just broke, I'm back to targeting this low. Macro coming in hot in 5 minutes. There we go. Why are you stalling? Buys have been like high resistance because every time we've been selling, it's just been like going boom, boom, boom. But you got to remember that was before opening bell. and everything changes during opening bell. Like, so you just want to come back in with a fresh mind. Like, obviously analyze what price has done, but don't be married to it because it could all have been manipulation. So always be mindful of that. And this time on my freaking fracking computer is annoying me. I know you guys can't see it, but I see it. So I'm about to change it real quick. Date and time settings. Hold on. Uh-oh. Okay. Y'all can still see the charts and y'all can still see me. Um, date and time. I'm trying to load up my settings. Ooh, I can still see the charts on my. Okay, so it is technically 9:51 New York time. So I need to adjust for daylight savings automatically. Yes. What? It should be New York. There we go. Okay, that makes me feel so much better. Okay, I'm back, guys. So what has price done? Still not nothing. Still working within this CIBI. Like I said, you want to see if you're bulls, you don't want to see this. That's all I got to say. Last line of defense, it came down up in here. Volume imbalance. Yeah. You don't want to see that. And you definitely don't want to see this low being taken if you're buying. Okay. What's the 3-minute looking like? Yeah. Yeah. I'm still having the drawn liquidity down here. Especially, I mean, I don't know. We pierced through the 15-minute mean threshold. And I said if that can happen, I wanted to see a close though, and we didn't see a close. So I guess I can't make that statement. Ooh, wait. What's going on? What's going on? Y'all, for the Bulls, y'all passed through it. The CIBI, good for you. Now we're back in the new week opening gap. Ooh, y'all got a lot to get through. Ooh, it's tough. Ooh, it's tough. That's tough. Okay, guys, so 10 o'clock is pulling up. I had such a great time. Hopefully you guys found this insightful. I'm not logging off just yet. We still got like 7 minutes. I wanted to see this macro do something from 9:55 to 10:10. But I'm getting a lot of like slow vibes right now. There it is. That's what I like to see. Keep me excited, man. Push. Push. On Nas Woofy. Oh my goodness. Bum 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 bum. A little in a booty go. Okay, so did we take out this high yet? Damn. No. No. Boom, 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 boom. Dun, dun. We got the macro coming in, guys. Guys, macro in. Yes, take that high. Okay, look at that volatility. Yes, that's that macro. Where did this all begin? This all began from the, ooh, look at the bodies. I didn't even realize that. Remember, guys, on the 15-minute, we had this order block. And then we had its mean threshold. Bodies respected it. It broke higher right here, though. So it broke, shifted market structure here, came back down to this volume imbalance, this BISI here, traded up higher, finally broke that high. Now we are through, almost through this fair value gap that was an inversion before. So I'm loving it. And look, where are we drawing? To this yellow line. I wonder if we're going to get there. That'll be so cool to see because I literally just learned that yesterday. Well, not learned it because obviously I watched his live when he said it, but I just took notes on it. So, okay, guys, we pushed through it. Now we want to see if it can yield support to continue to go up. And I like that. I like that. Let's see. There it is. That's all I wanted to see all day. All day. I was telling y'all, if it could do that very thing it just did, I would love it. Nice, nice. But now, don't get too excited because we do have to make it through this also. This area here. So don't get too excited just yet. That would have been another place to take partials if anybody was in this buy. Just in case. Just in case. So yeah. So I really love how, and you know how my mentor always says, like, that's just a draw. You know, it's just a magnet. Whether it gets there or not, that was the draw. And so on the 15-minute, we just pulled into this SIBI up here. So we just want to be careful and be mindful. And be mindful of this. We would want to see that like get traded through. And then we'll reach the TP that I set out before. This has been great, guys. Like, like really, we walked it up. I mean, we walked it down. Well, first we started here. We walked it up to there, walked it down to there, and walked it back up. So I hope you guys found this insightful. What I would leave you guys with are these two draws on liquidity. We have this low here, ultimately yesterday's low to trade for. But like everybody keeps saying, these are way too smooth. So if we can break this high, get through this, we can like shoot for that. And then if we are able to push through this, then I would love to see these highs taken on the 1 hour. I just don't know if that's asking for too much for today. But like I kept saying before, I don't see any inefficiencies down here, but I do see these relatively equal highs. So if we can get through this 15-minute SIBI, then you can target that. But if not, just stick with the flow that it's been going and then target this low. Let's see. Okay. So I will leave you guys with that. Watch out for this. Possibly sending price lower. If it breaks this, then we can reach for these highs. Got to get through this and then those highs. So looks like a lot that it may have to get through, but I like this yellow line. I might have to like keep that every day, like every new session close for the regular trading hours, because that really worked out today. So all right, guys. So with that being said, I hope you found this entertaining, enlightening. Maybe you learned something. If you did, I would love a like button. I think it's being recorded, so I will be posting it. Oh, what hit this yellow? Yo, if it hits this yellow line, Michael, you're amazing. But okay, messed up my little speech. Okay, so if you guys missed this live, don't worry. I'll be living tomorrow, going live tomorrow at 8 a.m. And then next week, Monday through Friday. What else? What else? What else? Yes, you can check out the recording on YouTube. Yeah, so I hope you guys found this great. If you did, drop a like. I would appreciate it. Give me some feedback. You can also catch me on Twitter at trader_girl1112. Um, looks like prices. Okay, I gotta go because I could literally watch tape all day. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. So yeah, so with that, I wish you a good luck. Happy trading. Trader Girl out.